everyone, Sarah and David here from Underground Sun with our very first episode of the Mixdown. For those of you who have been around since the very beginning, and for those of you who have just discovered all the noise we're making, we welcome you, our sun dogs, to our musical family.
We're super excited to launch our very own web series. And by our, I actually mean yours too, because without your support of independent music, we wouldn't be here. So thank you.
Today we'll give you a brief history of where we've come from. We'll talk a little bit about where we currently are in an ever-changing music industry, and we'll give you a sneak peek of where we're headed as a record label.
Spoiler alert, it may involve the love child of a music studio and an Airstream.
So let's turn it up
and mix it down. Underground Sun is an independent record label and music studio.
We're here to connect with the music community by sharing our unconventional knowledge and by creating conversation about songwriting, recording and production techniques, and all things music business.
Welcome to the Mixdown.
So in order for us to give you an accurate history of Underground Sun, we really need to talk to this guy. His name is David Franz, and he is the founder of Underground Sun Records. How's it going?
Fantastic.
All right, so I would like to personally share with you a little bit about David Franz and what makes him so rad. David went to the Berklee College of Music. He also wrote the very first book on Pro Tools. He started Underground Sun Records in Boston back in the early 2000s, actually as a music production company. Shortly after that, he became one of the very first instructors for Berklee College of Music's online school, and upon leaving Boston, coming out to LA, he started the audio and music channel for lynda.com, which is now called LinkedIn Learning, which has amazing courses about all things music. Is that true?
That's absolutely true.
So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that you want his brain behind the mouse, you want his ears in front of the monitors, and you want his hands on the musical instruments. All I'm saying.
That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries, man. So let's dig in a little bit here about the history of Underground Sun. I would love to share with the audience what the transition was like from Boston to Venice Beach. That's where Underground Sun landed in Los Angeles. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, moving out to LA was the natural next step from Boston. It kind of elevated my game and elevated the Underground Sun brand as well. We stepped up from the production company into an artist development company where we started to help out artists with marketing, video making, fundraising, stuff like that.
So it sounds like you were creating a bit of a one-stop shop for new artists?
That's correct. And when we brought on an artist named Ioka, who was actually Boston-based, we started to ramp that up. We had a hit with her song Simply Falling and her record Say Yes. And we toured around the world with that, and that's when things started to really elevate.
So it sounds like things are going pretty well.
Okay, it's time for a let's get real moment. The truth is, at that time, things were going really well. However, trying to ramp up an artist development company as essentially a one-man operation was near impossible. I tried, but the workload was just way too much. And frankly, between you and me, I hadn't quite mastered the art of delegation. So I really needed to have a full-time teammate. Fortunately, that's when I met Sarah. Not only does she have a deep background in education and is a great musician, which obviously connects us, she has experience at a startup, and she's a very creative problem solver. She's smart on so many different levels, and right from the get-go, she started asking me tough questions about the sustainability of the Underground Sun business model, which it was not sustainable. Ultimately, together, we pushed Underground Sun into its current phase in Ojai as an independent record label. All right, that's your Let's Get Real moment for the day. Let's go back to the studio and talk about our latest projects. We have decided to focus more on community, more on local artists, instead of working with artists from all over the globe, literally. We have a band, Radio Skies, that we're working with. We've also started working on our own project called Iggy T and the Crazy Makers. We're building the community. We're going to be transparent with you. So we have our local community, but we want to develop the transparency with our online community. And that's basically the purpose of this whole web series.
Next thing that you will see from us, we're actually going to cruise over to our Where Are We Going section of this web series. We're heading over to our Airstream. We're going to show you a little bit more about that, so stay tuned.
We're now here at Johnny's Dream Streams where our future is getting worked on. It's this thing, this 34-foot Airstream. We're getting the front end modded into a recording and mixing studio.
We're gonna be traveling around the country in this beast. We'll be sharing label information and education about songwriting, recording and production techniques, and all things music business. We may even be touring the country with our band, Iggy T and the Crazy Makers. We'll be building our community and our team. And of course, we'll be hanging out with our little pup, Sunny. No matter where Underground Sun is rooted geographically, we are committed to creating community. This web series allows us to bridge the gap between us and you, our online community, our sun dogs.
Click the subscribe button and hit us up with any questions or comments you have about our series or our music videos. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to keep you posted on our Underground Sun adventures. Thanks for watching The Mixdown.
Don't